Oh, I'm not soliciting. It's just a question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, I'm not selling nothing. Yeah, just asking people this simple question. Yeah. Nah, not selling. You guys want to give it a shot? So I have two images here, and the reason I call them images because one of them's a photograph and the other one's a painting. So I'm trying to see if people can tell the difference between the real one and the fake one. So which one's the photograph and which one's the painting?
This one's a photograph, this one's a painting.
Okay. All right, so it was a trick question. They're both paintings, actually.
Whoa.
Whoa, you're right? So this is an oil painting, and this is a digital painting done in an iPad. This one's done in an iPad, yeah, with Final Cut Pro app. So the reason I'm asking people this is because we want to determine if something is real, an image is not good enough, right? Right, especially if an image defies physics. Like if I was to tell you guys that I could levitate, but I can't show you, but I can show you an image. Would you guys believe the image that I can levitate, or? Right, in person, right? So I have one more question, and this one's actually a very easy physics question, elementary physics. You guys know what this is, right?
Okay, yeah.
You guys know what do we use these for?
For leveling, everything's like
Level, right? Level. What would be your definition of level?
equal.
Could we say, because I mean, water finds its own level, right?
Yeah.
How would we describe the surface?
It should be equal.
Equal, right? Could we say horizontal?
Okay.
Right? Because that's the literal definition of level, horizontal, right? So since we understand the physics of water, basically, and what level means, right? I have one more question. It's super easy. Everybody gets this one, right? Which one of these two is correct?
Everybody gets it. I get nervous. I'm not gonna get it.
No, you will get it, definitely. Which one of these two represents level correctly? A or B? A, right? It's just, yeah, obvious, right? What if I was to tell you guys that you guys actually believe the answer is B, even though we know it's A? I did too. You know, that's the reason why I'm doing this. You guys want to know why? Do you guys believe the Earth is a ball?
It's round.
Right, a sphere, right? They tell us that the Earth is a sphere. So NASA claims to go to space, right? So they have satellites orbiting supposedly the Earth, right? So they need to know the radius of orbit. So technically they need to know the radius of the Earth. So they do tell us that the Earth has a circumference of 24,901 miles. You want to take a quick look at that? So there needs to be curvature at every mile. So the first mile, there's an 8-inch drop. Second mile, 32 inches. And by the third mile, there should be a 6-foot drop. And that drop should be measurable. So if we look back at the graphs, if we were to actually build a level structure, a horizontal structure platform over a giant lake that's miles across, we should be able to measure that curvature. So if we start at 5 feet, the gap from the level structure, it should be 11 feet at 3 miles.
Okay,
because
so this one's the correct one.
No. This is the correct one. We've been lied to that this is what water does, but we understand the physics of water does this. And what did I say about believing in image over physics, right? So if I was to ask you guys, what's the number one proof that convinces you that the Earth is a globe?
There's a photo.
But like I said, it's actually an image, and NASA admits that they're images. And the reason why they're called images is because they're actually Photoshopped. And they actually admit this. So it's not something that you have to figure out. They admit this, and the reason why they have to admit it is because of, so that they don't get sued in court, basically. So on paper, it's Photoshopped. But they go out and say that they take photographs of the Earth or photographs from space. So in reality, no actual photograph from the Earth from space exists. So
the videos.
Oh, videos, same thing. So you know CGI, right? With Hollywood movies nowadays, you know. So green screens, they actually have augmented reality nowadays. So just real quick, if I was to ask you guys, besides photographs from the Earth, is there anything else that convinces you that the Earth is a globe? Because images could be doctored, right? And people lie as well. Yeah, and video is just 60 frames per second. It's just 60 pictures per second. You know, that's what video is, depending on how many frames per second, right? So I actually have some images real quick. Yeah.
So what's the conclusion?
So the conclusion is if we just go based on what they show us on TV and just believing someone, basically that's how they're able to lie to us that water can bend. But in reality, we all understand physics, like the lake. If you observe the lake, that the surface of that water is a perfectly level line, level plane, basically. So the oceans are like a giant lake. So the continents are like a container. So they're a higher elevation, keeping the oceans in like a bowl. So nobody knows how far the Earth extends. That's a mystery. So that's one of the reasons why they're kind of lying to us, just to kind of keep us all kind of like, you know, from leaving and exploring, right? So that's one of the reasons, right? There's many reasons why we're being lied to. And to be honest, you know, it's kind of irrelevant to the fact that we are being lied to, because I'm not the one lying. So I don't know exactly why we're being lied to, right? But if you ask me, it's obviously to control as well, right? You know, it's to control the land, to control resources, to control water, it's to basically control humans at the end of the
So
day.
it's basically political, is what you're saying.
It's actually political is part of the game. It's just to confuse people. Again, they need people confused. If they want to control people, they have to have you confused. So they lie to us about who we are as actual human beings and what Earth actually is. In reality, nobody knows what Earth is. I don't know what Earth is. Besides it being a level plane, I don't know what this place is. It could be a technology, or it could also be a spiritual place. But outer space, everything they told us about the stars is just a concept. I don't know if you knew that. A concept just means it's an idea, somebody's imagination. So the stars, can I just show you guys images of the stars real quick before you guys go?
Good. I think thank
Oh, you guys are okay?
It's very interesting.
Okay, no problem. You guys have a good one. All right.